let's get serious now. Hey BookTube, this is Sonia from An Enthusiastic Reader. Good to see you, and I am today here to do the Vlogmas Tag, which was originated by Sean and Britta Bowler. I will link their original videos in the box, and I thought this was a really fun video because here, I'll look at the camera now, look at the lens. I thought this was fun because I'm not doing Vlogmas. I don't have, as I said in a tweet, now immortalized on the web forever, I do not have the fortitude to do a video every day. I can barely do one or two a month, let alone do one every day. So I like Vlogmas. I like kind of picking and choosing and just watching here or there. There's no way to watch all the videos that come out on my feed in December. So yeah, I'm looking at some of the videos and just know that I really respect those of you who want to do a video a day for the whole month of December, and I respect and admire your capability. So this is a good alternative to the Vlogmas experience, and so thanks for creating the tag. Number 1, V is for Voyage, a book that involves travel. And I might have mentioned this once or twice in a video this year, but the book I'm choosing for my V prompt is A High Wind in Jamaica by Richard Hughes. This book was written in the earlier part of the 20th century. I don't remember the date as I'm doing this video, but it is an NYRB Classics reprint, and it's a story of siblings that are all children, I think probably all under the age of 10, that are in a hurricane, and then they are kidnapped and they are taken by pirates. And it's a very weird book. It's all about coming of age, kind of the maliciousness and violence that children might hold in their hearts. So it's not your traditional story, but they do go on a voyage with these, metaphorically and in actuality, with these pirates for a time. And I really highly recommend this book. I wish more people would read it. Someday I'm going to do a video about how much I love some of these NYRB classic reprints. Number 2 is L is for LGBTQ. Recommend a favorite book or author. And I'm choosing Sarah Waters for this prompt because almost every book I've read of Sarah's includes just incidental lesbian and gay characters. It's not that this is a gay novel or a lesbian novel. These are novels about people who just happen to be gay. And I really kind of admire her being able to do that. And I like just seeing, you know, a variety of orientations kind of woven into a narrative about good and bad people. So I particularly really like The Paying Guest. I thought was a well done book about these characters, and there's a lot of malice and murder. And the other one I really liked is The Night Watch, which is, I think, a post-World War II novel that looks back at a variety of characters and their participation in World War II in Britain and all of their relationships. It's very soap opera-esque in a way, but I'm really interested in the characters, and I just really like Sarah Waters' writing. So she's my pick for this prompt. Number 3 is O for Oldie. Name a book that you read a long time ago but still hold very fondly in your heart. That's a paraphrase. And the book I'm choosing for this is a book called Happy All the Time by Laurie Colwin. I haven't read this book in a long time, so I don't remember all the particulars, but it's like essentially a rom-com, but with a lot of heart, and the characters are funny and kind of weird, and you just want to see how these are all going to turn out, all these relationships. And when I think of this book, I always get a little warm feeling. I wish Laurie Colwin hadn't died so young because I really liked her books. G is for Gift. Share some anecdotes about good and bad experiences with giving books. I don't really have too many bad experiences in terms of getting or receiving books. I just know, I kind of hold this thing in my mind that when I'm giving a book to someone, if they don't end up reading it and they don't end up liking it, it's okay. I'm going in with the very best of intentions, thinking that they may like a book that I've offered. And if they never read it, my feelings aren't going to be hurt. I think when I was younger, I would have, wondered, if I did something wrong or I didn't know the person well enough and I should have picked a different book. But we're all at different places in our lives with what we feel like reading and what we don't feel like reading. And I just decided that I am not going to take it personally if someone doesn't like a book. Now, I'm hoping they will, and I'm hoping we'll have a shared experience with that book, but it's okay if they don't. And that's just my philosophy on giving books. And I love getting books, but the same thing holds true. I may not want to read it, or I may hold off for a long time, and we all know how that goes. Number 5, M is for Mass-Market Paperback. Do you like them? Why or why not? Show us a couple and talk about what you've read. I don't think I own any Mass-Market Paperbacks except... I just saw these. I have these Tolkien old editions that were my husband's, I think, when he was a kid. And let's see, when was this published? It's 1965. Ugh. I don't like mass-market paperbacks, and I don't like them because I don't think they age well. I don't think it's easy to read them. They don't have ample margins. The typography's not great. The paper is pretty cheap. So I don't buy them, but I do have fond memories of going to the grocery store with my mom when I was a kid, and we would actually buy a lot of mass market paperbacks. It was a very economical way to get books, and we read a lot in our family. So I have nothing against them, but I just don't prefer to read them now. So I don't really have any other ones to show you or anything else to say about them other than, they serve a purpose, and I'm glad I don't have to rely on them right now in my life. A is for All in the Family. Whether you come from a family of readers or not, tell us all about it. I do come from a family of readers. I remember talking about this in a Bookish Facts About Me video a long time ago, but my whole family, especially my mom's side of the family, were very avid readers. My grandfather, Bud, he read a lot, and he mostly liked Westerns. He also liked political books, biographies, and anything about history or about building. He was a miner, and he worked on projects in the community, building things, and he actually would snowshoe with other guys up to the top of a mountain near Breckenridge to get the TV antenna working so that the people in the town could watch television from this antenna. So he was really into public works and into the building community, and books were a part of that too. And so he was interested in those types of books. And he would be always sitting there with a paperback book reading when we were kids. My mom was a very avid reader, and my sister and my aunt, so we all read and share books a lot. It's fun to have people to talk to about books, as we all know. So I feel so lucky to be part of a family that loves books as much as we all do. And I did pass that down to my kids, and they also love books. So we're all in it together. The final prompt for this is S is for Santa. Share some of the books that are on your Christmas list. I don't really have any particular books on a Christmas list. I'm pretty easy to buy for, though, and I do like graphic novels and comics. Sometimes I like it when other people pick those out for me because I'm really not that attuned to what's going on in publishing in terms of graphic novels and comics. And so when someone gives me a book like that, or a really interesting book about photography or about design, I really like it. But I am open to getting all kinds of books, and it makes me really happy to open a package on Christmas and have it be a book. When we were kids, if I would get a book, it would be all I would do for the rest of the day is like go hide somewhere and read. So that's kind of my basic persona and my baseline personality. And books are a part of that. So this was a great tag. I encourage you to do it. It's easy, it's fun, it gets you in a holiday mood, and it gives us more to talk about. So that's all I have for now, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.